So I've been wearing this NIBOSI watch for the last month. Okay, that's actually not strictly true. I've owned it for the last month and I have been wearing it regularly, but I'll be honest, I just can't wear this for work for, obvious reasons. But I believe I've worn it enough to give you an honest and detailed review. So here it goes. As those of you who are used to my channel will know, I love to give watches the most real world of reviews that I possibly can. And that's why I'm just going to bash around with this thing and just see what happens to it, see if it breaks, people's reactions are to it. And I'm going to start how I start every day, with a darn good cup of coffee from Gatehouse Roastery. Now, there's no prizes for realising that this watch is a homage, or to be honest, a copy of Konstantin Shaykin's Joker watch. It does look extremely similar. Well, it looks extremely similar from a distance at least. But of course, the Konstantin watch costs, I think starting around 40,000 and some of them are up over 100,000. And of course, as such, it would be completely useless and silly to compare the materials or the build quality because, spoiler alert, this isn't even close. But I must admit, the Konstantin Shaykin watch has always confused me a little. I'm like, who would buy that? And the best thing I can think of is the spoilt son of a Russian oligarch who's wishing for the love of his father that he'll never get. Maybe I'm reading too far into that.
It's who you did it to.
Who?
It's John Wick.
But then the question is, so who would buy it? Well, other than me, I just did. Who would buy this NIBOSI watch? Maybe the son of a working class builder who is always searching for that love he'll never get. Who knows? But someone will buy it. So let's start with what's probably the most unique feature of this watch, and that's the fact that there's actually two movements, one for the minutes and one for the hours. Now you adjust these completely separately. One crown adjusts the hour and the other crown adjusts the minute. I believe they call this a traveller's watch because you can change the hour from time zone to time zone without needing to change the minutes. But to be honest, I call it a really frustrating and difficult to get spot on watch because actually doing that is quite annoying. So let's go straight to the specs. So this is model NI2506. The diameter is 42 millimeters and the thickness is just 11 millimeters. The strap width, you'll see that is 20 millimeters and a length of 189 millimeters. So even if you've got chubby wrists, you should be all right with that. Now the weight is something that you immediately notice, and it's only 51 grams, so that's extremely light, and that does add to the sort of feeling of cheapness, to be honest. But having said that, I did wear it doing a bit of the old manual labour, and I did find that it does seem pretty scratch resistant, and did sort of also shock resistance didn't seem to be an issue, so that's actually quite good for such a cheap watch anyway. The water resistance, as they laughingly call it, is 3 atmospheres, which basically means you can wash your hands but don't submerge it whatever you do. I know what you're going to say, and yes, I probably do spend too much time in coffee shops. But let's take this opportunity to have a closer look at the face of the watch. Now, there's this sort of fake guilloche enamel which actually looks surprisingly good. I think it probably is just plastic, but it still does genuinely look like enamel. However, you see the tongue, which is a moon phase on the real version of this, is just a floppy bit of metal that makes a horrible clinging sound every time you move your wrist. That's not really that pleasant. The strap appears to be made of plastic rather than leather, but I guess that's good if you're vegan. The real question is, would I recommend that you buy this watch? Now, I bought this watch off of Amazon for £20. It was also available on AliExpress for as little as £11, and it's available direct from the NIBOSI website for £37.25. I have no idea why it's most expensive on their own website. That doesn't really seem right. Well, at the end of the day, we're just talking about a kind of fun, basic watch. There's a cheap small quartz movement in this side and a cheap sort of small quartz movement in this side. And as I mentioned, you can hear that weird clanging noise when you move it. Will it last you for generations? Of course not. Will it last you a good few wears, enough to get 20 quid's worth of value? Almost certainly. So maybe for this Halloween, maybe just for a fun night out with your mates, it's probably a good buy. If you're going to look for something that's going to be your main watch and you want to wear it every day, I would say definitely spend a bit more money and get something that's better quality. Or you could spend basically the same money and get a basic Casio like this, and it probably will last you pretty much forever.